we've got Scott Smith, Director of Sales, Aspen Avionics. What's new? Tell me what's the latest and greatest in Aspen world, because you guys are hard charging, and oh yeah, there's a little bit of corporate intrigue going on right now.
Yeah.
Big changes.
Well, yeah, we've got some changes going on. Some of the biggest things we've done since the last time we spoke, Jim, we've really kind of streamlined a lot of our product line from we got rid of the external battery, so there's no more external battery on the MFD, everything's internal. We've also allowed customers now to put in 2 screens, so a 2000 max or 2500 max would be the 3 screens, which is obviously what we prefer.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you do a 2000 system now, 2 screens, no backups are required. You literally could cut a new panel and have the 2 screens there, which is dual redundancy and all that. So there's that. And then on as far as company news goes, we just recently became, as of last week, AS 9100 certified, and so that's a big deal for us. And that's a quality check deal, and so internally, but that was some good news. We also have autopilot interfaces. We got some new autopilot interfaces. The Garmin GFC 600. That one is full steam ahead, and hopefully we'll have certification will be completed here shortly in the next few months or less. Really like to have it by Oshkosh, so we'll see how that goes. The other one that's really grabbing traction and folks are enjoying is the 3100 interface. People are liking that, and we're getting really good feedback on that. So if you think about a new autopilot, as far as interface ability goes, that 3100's really nice from Genesis. So
Outstanding. The industry's gone through an interesting couple of years.
Well, isn't that the truth?
How did that affect Aspen?
Oh, it was a lot of ways. We had challenges like everyone else out there, going through.
Even though Albuquerque's not part of the real world?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, we all had the challenges. We had to, everybody had to make some sacrifices here and there. But Aspen's, we're still here, obviously, and plan on not going anywhere. We've had some really good feedback recently, and just seeing the market go in the right direction, if you will. And our everything from where I'm sitting has been going the right direction between getting product, being able to get components, because we've been challenged like everybody else with the whole componentry and lead times and supply chain issues, and seeing big delays. Well, we're getting in front of that now, and most of our lead times are less than a month. So we're finding that's becoming real attractive. Just say, hey, if you call us, you can actually get product.
Okay.
Where a lot of places you can't. So dealers appreciate that as well, because they're seeing gaps in their schedule now because they can't get certain products, and they can call Aspen and get product from us. So they're using those gaps to fill them with Aspen installs. So we appreciate that as well, of course.
Yeah, the supply chain issue has been brought up a number of times here. We were joking yesterday that we should turn it into a drinking game. Every time somebody says supply chain issue, take another chug.
Yeah.
Everybody has been affected. Everybody has their own different set of solutions. It's been a combination of pay more to get what you used to get for a whole lot less.
That's right.
Wait a lot, or in some cases reverse engineer and start over. But it's certainly been something that's been on everybody's minds here in a big way. The other issue that has been brought up quite a bit has been the issue of hiring. That right now, finding both people who are qualified and people who want to work, kind of a big deal. How is Aspen dealing with that?
Well, we're fortunate that we have, most of our employees have extensive tenure. I mean, I've been with the company myself going on 15 years. Everybody internally that I work with have been there between 8 to more years. But we're finding that what affects us is with our dealer network. And when you're trying to find folks, and especially in our industry, because it's a very technical, you have to have a certain set of skills to do this. And so we're hearing that our dealers obviously will be are being challenged with this. So, but at Aspen we don't have a lot of turnover. Our employees been around a long time, and everybody's we just chug right along. So
The industry overall had an interesting quandary with people who had to shelter in place, and yet at the same time, a lot of pilots, aircraft owners, and operators took the time to do upgrades while their aircraft were more idle than usual. And so people had to work with that. And it was interesting that there was actually an uptick in some cases in purchase and installation activity while the aircraft weren't doing what they normally do. How much of that did you see at Aspen?
a lot, and that's a great point, Jim. I mean, we saw that our customer base became more active with all the restrictions and everything, because everybody says, well, I can't go anywhere, might as well put my airplane down and do some avionics upgrades, right? And so our dealers were then at that point, all of their schedules went from a normal business of 2 to 3 months or less out to, we saw many of them even today that are out more than a year still. So that's a big challenge that that customers have as well when they're trying to get, I got my new airplane I just bought and I want to upgrade the avionics. Well, you go up to the avionics shop and you're like, hey, I want to put this new Aspen thing in, and they go, oh, we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge for us as well. And like you said, trying to find folks who have the abilities to do these installs, and dealers, bringing on new employees, doing the training, all that. Definitely is a lot. There's a lot of challenges out there with that.
How do you think the new corporate structure will affect Aspen, both short-term and long-term?
Well, I think we'll see, or I'm excited because with the Aero Group deal, I'm hoping to see, adding more engineer, more R&D, research and development for new products, new capabilities, more reach in the market, and have the ability to do new things and see more more productivity is what I'm trying to spit out. So just having the tools to expand our product line will be real beneficial.
The industry right now is looking at a number of changes in certification basis that revolved initially around LSA, and now there's a lot of talk about more seats, more speed, more capability, liberal licensing, blah, 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 with a promise of details at Oshkosh this year and potentially the rule in place within a year thereafter. That's, of course, the current schedule we're hoping for, and this is a rule that's been put off year after year after year for quite a while now.
Yeah.
How does Aspen fit into all that?
Well, with the, I feel like we offer a good solution in that market with an E5. Being able to do an E5 with the LSAs, and that allows a guy. You don't have to have a backup attitude indicator. You don't have to have a vacuum pump. So we kind of get rid of those things. And from a cost perspective or cost point, it's very attractive as far as the market goes, and where that product falls in line. It's kind of an entry-level product, but it does. It's a lot of bang for the buck. So I think the E5 would be a good solution for those guys.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we actually get some activity in this.
Yeah.
There was a big spill of some rumored information about 2 years ago, and that's been all we've really had since. Of course, the various committees have been working on it and so forth, but there's a lot of excitement built up with the fact that, okay, it's finally going to be here, so we shall see.
Yeah, and I think, the more that we see added to our industry, more expansion, more offers out there, and just gives a path for more folks to join our industry, to get into aviation. It's a good thing, right? It's a good thing for all of us, and we look forward to seeing that, hopefully. So,
well, Aspen has enjoyed a unique niche. It's what you came up with a form factor that nobody else has, and surprisingly, nobody's copied.
Right.
Because it surprisingly, at first, and yet not surprisingly when you look at it in depth, fits in panels in a way nothing else will. when you're talking about retrofit panels or you're talking about upgrades, or for the matter, one of the things that you can do with you, which is unheard of with other glass panel upgrades, is you can incrementally upgrade.
That's right.
You can go from your first box to your first and second box to 3 boxes and just go absolutely nuts and drive tremendous capabilities, but not necessarily all with the same stab at the bank account.
Yeah.
Is this the winning solution for you for now, or will we see other form factors?
No, you brought up a great point, Jim, and that's one of the key things to our success in this industry is that as a customer, you can come in, you do the entry-level product, and let's say next year you want to upgrade that to the next product. Well, instead of throwing out that product that you just put in a year ago, you're literally paying the price difference to bridge the gap between the two. And we allow those upgrades. So if you want to start off with 1 screen and go to 2 screens or 3 screens, that is one of our, in my opinion, one of the biggest attractions to Aspen, and the fact that when you buy the widget, you're not stuck with that widget forever. You can upgrade, and we give you the amount that you've already invested. And so all you're doing is paying the price difference, and people love that, obviously. So, and we also play real nice in the sandbox. We try to interface with everybody. So whatever you use as a navigator, whatever you use as an autopilot, we're going to interface with that for the most part. We as long as the other parties are willing to interface, we're willing to interface.
There you go.
So,
willing to play nice.
Willing to play nice. We play, like I said, play nice in the
unlike
sandbox,
a few others. Yes, I get you there. Interesting. This next year, as the industry recovers and is pushing into the future, economy notwithstanding, how do you see the company positioned at this point? I mean, do you expect the acquisition and the assumption by Aero to be something that's still going to take a while, or are you guys ready to hit the ground running?
Yeah, and I'll say to that. I mean, it's not as much of an acquisition as it is from what I've been told, it's an agreement among companies, more of a merger. But I think it's going to allow us to position ourselves in a way to be prepared for the growth and have products in stock, be able to support our current customer base along with growing for the future. And it's exciting times for sure. We're all ready to kind of stretch our wings, if you will, get out and about and just get back to normalcy and be able to
normal this industry. Really?
Yeah. Well, my normal might be looking a lot different than others, but I've been doing this, like I said, with Aspen for 15 years.
Yeah,
and
we've worked together for a long time at this point.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So, but yeah, I'm ready to get back to just normal day-to-day stuff, go out and seeing my friends and enjoying time with customers and working shows and doing what we love doing. So, yeah, it's exciting times ahead. I'm excited to be here. I know a lot of folks are back home as well, so we're looking forward to it.
See you at Lakeland?
We'll see you at Lakeland. See you guys next week at Lakeland. Come by and see us, come say hi, and we'd love to visit with you and chat with you and kind of show you what we can do to help upgrade your panel.
And how can people get more information on Aspen?
Go to our website. It's the easiest way. It's just aspenavionics.com. We also have our Facebook and Instagram accounts. I like doing about that. And make sure if you do have an Aspen, make sure to tag us in your post, and a lot of times we'll throw those up there and brag about you and show off your panel for you. We love highlighting our customers, spotlighting our customers, and just showing everybody what's out there and kind of what we're doing.
You've had some great customers doing some great things with the installations. I remember in particular one that was really impressive. I think he was one of your dealers. I'm trying to remember the name, but had a 3-panel installation and an Avidyne. Was just absolutely gorgeous. I think it was up from north of you, up still in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Just one of the prettiest installations I ever saw on a classic aircraft, and yet the way it looked in there wasn't out of place. It just worked great. So
that's good to hear. Yeah,
pretty adaptable. Scott Smith from Aspen Avionics.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 65th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from New Orleans, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
Aviation's #1 safety equipment manufacturer. New ELTs and safety products that activate life-saving rescues across the world. ELTs and safety products for every type of aircraft. General aviation, business jet, rotorcraft, commercial aircraft. Easy installation, affordable pricing, safety and reliability. Visit www.artex.com to view our selection of ELTs and safety products today. Artex, your best last chance.